Stop! Oh, it's here! Well, wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small.
And friendly, look! It's Angel!
So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow.
Phew, thank goodness it's you, Angel. Where have you been, dude?
Huh? Aren't you from 2-2?
I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel.
I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door.
Manga club boy,
He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache.
Textoris Melodia Funeris.
Who, me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title.
I love all the titles that Angel comes up with. They're great.
It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back.
I am not allowed rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textoris Melodia Funeris, Undertaker.
Undertaker? If that's it, then, So, the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come!
We have stats again. Aren't these cuties, though? Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel, appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Ryota takes 24 damage. I can't believe we're doing this now. Whatever. Ryota's turn. Ooh. If we're the Undertaker, Deathbringer. Ryota uses Deathbringer. Angel takes 60 damage. Cease this jack-acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Ryota takes 260 damage. Ryota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage? Angel is shaken. His faith is shaken. Oh, Sakuya. He has no time for these games. Aw, man. That was so much fun.
Huh? I am shocked, Kawara. To think that even you would go along with that farce. What?
Oh, sorry, that's Angel. What? He disrupted my territory?
I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed.
Wait, so this is just like a given? It's like everybody knows that Angel can just draw people into his reality.
You, Luzon. What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect.
I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores.
A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya.
The end is calling me. And that is all. That this is the cross I must bear.
He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you are a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon.
No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory.
Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That bloodstained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kawara? Bloodstained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the bloodstained stranger San saw was... Ugh! Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing?
Battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon spores. So he was following it to the infirmary. Are you following demon spores to the medical center as well? Because if so, that's very interesting.
Could you rephrase that?
Rufa, the Tree of Blight, called out to me.
He's asking you to say it using words we understand.
Hallowed Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores.
I think it's the power of you, Angel.
Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the Infirmary.
I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come! And so we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him.
Let's get some more answers, shall we? And take him to the library. San! Cool! This one! This is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw!
That's that, then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary?
If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores.
In other words, he didn't.
Okay, so Yuya and the doctor didn't lie about not seeing anyone.
Useless!
The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within.
Edelblau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please.
The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau. She also goes by Chan Kawaii.
Kawaii went into... what?
She was looking for you, Ryota. Should I click? I'm gonna try clicking. There we go.
Kawaii was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Yuya said that no one came and nothing happened. They're lying.
And that's the end of 4th class. Gonna drink. See if anything bugs out. We good? That must just be a bug, surely. I waited such a long time. Here we go. 5th class. You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this.
Yes, Father.
We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk.
Yes, Father.
Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live.
Yes, Father.
Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand?
Yes, Father.
Now what?
To... Japan?
Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya.
Yes, Father.
Also, Dr. Iwamine is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerated to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him.
Yes, Father.
Okay, so that's why he shows so much respect. Okay, so Sakuya's dad is kind of terrible and is responsible for his view of the world. Confirmed. Okay. With that, are we going to start playing from Sakuya's point of view? Because if so, amazing.
Angel saw Kawaii going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying.
Which must still be as Ryota, because we're seeing Sakuya, and we don't see Ryota when he's talking.
Yuya has been helping us all the time, and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamine. It's not impossible, but... From what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to confront them now, but with only Anghel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue. Which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leone, I have something for you. Sorry for being late, I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it. You will have more use for those than I, Kawara. Hold on to them. Right. Thank you, Mr. Leone. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. Those notes. Well, Sakuya, you brought Angel with you.
The hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the void, Wallenstein.
Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing.
Oh no, he's not here? Oh, there he goes. There he is.
Being slandered by Mr. Higuri, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higuri.
I have returned from Judica to defeat you. As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair.
When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them.
Please, that isn't funny.
Yes, yes. Come on, Higuri. Let's go back to the gym, okay?
No! Stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll!
Oh, Angel.
I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth.
Megalomania? Whatever do you mean?
Delusions of grandeur. Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic.
There would be no helping it then, would there?
He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy, though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet found a use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time.
Did you say something just now, Doctor?
Nothing at all.
Excuse me? Oh, hello, Shirogane. The doctor was just saying some incriminating things just now. What's going on? Where did Kawara go? He is investigating another area at the moment.
Oh. Okay, we must now be from Sakuya's point of view, because Ryota's not here. Interesting.
Only Dr. Iwamine and Nanaki here now. Isn't Sakazaki here? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Not brave, just imprudent.
Definitely Sakuya.
Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something.
My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there.
My body has never required me to visit the infirmary.
I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says I'm not telling you anything.
Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity.
I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is... Believe, sir. It is nonsense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this.
It is an honor to be so praised by the heir to the LaBelle family.
Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on to even greater glory.
Is that so? I had not known. I am afraid that I know little of the fate of the drugs that I develop.
The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the LaBelle family will never forget.
Oh, how wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect.
Of course. The family head must always be honored.
It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses.
What a mean thing to say, Shu. Meanwhile... Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Mr. Leone gave me will do the trick. Yes! Sweet. This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in this dim light. I need to look for evidence that Kawaii was in here, quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember. I've been in here a lot, every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Inside are medical records? He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryota, Chan Kawaii, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What do any of these people have in common with each other? Except that they all go to this school. What? Yeah, I'm like, Ryota's makes sense. He's in here like every day. Chan never went. Sakuya just said that he's never been to the infirmary. And Nageki died 5 years ago in a fire in another building. I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Kawaii and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here. And Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. PigeoNation's medical center on the side, while the others don't. Has the doctor been here longer? Like, since the beginning? Like 10 years ago, maybe? Okay. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? I guess that's a possibility, too. Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya's has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... Ah! Ah! A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone.
Crap. So it's either the doctor and Sakuya failed. It couldn't have been the scarecrow, because we would have heard it. Yuya, if it was you, I'm going to be very angry and confused as to why you hurt my poor little Ryota.
Somebody took them? I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leone gave me. Darn it! I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Ah, darn it! Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that?
Ryota. Should have phrased that a little differently. Seriously. Ahem.
I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk, in a corner I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is...
Oh, the plot thickens.
Kawaii student ID. There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here.
That doctor, he's so sloppy with student IDs being dropped everywhere.
It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Kawaii. I need to talk with Sakuya.
So, you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor?
Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor.
Sakuya? You again. Can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk. Very well.
Mr. Shirogane.
Yes, Doctor.
Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself.
Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician?
Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person.
Not a healthy person? The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know.
Oh.
He is? I never knew.
I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it really poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think?
Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is. I see. Thanks, I'll remember that.
Me too.
I tell Sakuya about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office.
Meaning, Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center.
I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too. Why you, me, and Kawaii all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything?
Not once. Nobility knows no illness.
Yeah. I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now.
Bad. Because it is inconvenient to your theory. We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth.
I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary, but I guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, It makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations. Were you gossiping about me? Yuya? What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Oh, Yuya. Not that I mind, a wink. Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips. You're very frank, Ryota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass, dropped by an unkind lover. It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Chan in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So, you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence. We found her ID stained with blood. In the infirmary. You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the... Oh, no. Ugh. Well...
Hugh. Oh.
Run, you two! Fly, you fools! Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. Is this a time for jokes? Run! Go! Fly! Fly! Ryota seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel. Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy. Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now? Our ally. Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught. Indeed. Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything. I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally. Our ally. Indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or... How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said. I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy.
Aww, Sakuya.
Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write in the notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly, or what exactly happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one.
While we were deep in thought.
Why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone.
Oh no. Father is of the pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so?